Tonight you're in for a treat. For me, this is one of the best films ever made, and for you, hopefully this will be the first time you ever see it. This is Sorcerer, the film that was unfortunately disguised behind another film released in the same year, that is 1977, and that other film was Star Wars, that massive space catastrophe that has left its residual glow across everything, even to this very day. The interesting point about this film is that it really is a film at the wrong place at the wrong time. It was directed by William Friedkin, one of the greatest directors in modern age, and luckily is still alive, making great films. This was a film that marked the end of what was known as the American New Wave and the American auteur theory. It basically sank the ship, and then the nail was really hit in the coffin when Heaven's Gate came along 2 years later, or a year or so later. This is a film that is complex. It's about history, it's about escaping from history, and it's about how history underpins everything we do. There are four men trying to escape from differing levels of history. One's a terrorist, one's a mobster who's kind of crossed the mob, one's a French banker who's defrauded a lot of people, and the other guy's a hitman who is, at best, a scumbag. They are all trying to get the most unstable box of dynamite you've ever seen, more unstable than Charlie Sheen, to an oil well before it explodes, killing them. But the interesting thing about that is they're doing it in a way to actually benefit the American society that they've kind of run away from. Well, when I say American society, I mean Western society, or underpinning that, our world that we live in now. You see, the person who they're doing it for is an interesting chap who's a dictator, a military dictator, held up by the American government. But push that aside for a second and think of it like this. What is the most interesting thing about this film is this is a remake. William Friedkin won't tell you that. He says it's a reworking of a very famous book called The Wages of Fear. But we know it's a remake of George Clouzot's fantastic Wages of Fear. But this is better than that. It's better because it's a character piece, and it's a masterpiece of character acting and also a masterpiece of action and suspense. I mean, what more is there not to like? It's all underpinned by that box behind you, the one that's jolting and jiggling along in those machines that have, well, seen better days. I mean, they were better days in the 50s, and this is the 1970s, and those trucks, well, they're knackered. I mean, this is just a film that's going to make you on edge. You're going to be like this, clawing at the seat. And you know what? I think you're going to like it.